bringing you a video from Central Maine, and this is a true story, and this is for all my senior friends. Okay, during this video, I would like to point out 2 facts of the law that all seniors need to know. And I also would like to educate the law enforcement officers of what a lady really carries in her purse. Now, we've reached the age where the baby boomers are all becoming seniors, and we really need to protect our seniors. Okay, first of all, we ladies were raised, us seniors who are baby boomers, were raised to be ladies, and we carried our little purses when we were young, because that's what ladies do, where they have a little hanky, maybe their gloves, a few hair clips, and a comb. Then we became adults, and the makeup came in, so we have the makeup, so we have makeup at home, and we have the little packs that we would put in our purse, because after all, when we're out dining, we need to excuse ourselves to go freshen up. And then after came, gotta have the checkbooks, gotta have the credit cards. Then came the cell phone, so the purse got a little bit bigger. And then, after we passed our 50s, medication came in. So we need to carry some of that in our purse, because when we ladies go out for the day, it's usually visit a friend, go out to dinner, and then do a little bit of shopping, because we love to shop. Okay, so our purse got a little bit bigger, because not only do we have to carry our medication, but the ones of the spouse too, because they're not into the man purse thing. Okay? But in today's world, things have changed, and we need to adjust to it. Things are not the way they used to be. Common sense don't normally work anymore. Some people still have common sense, but a lot of the young just don't take it. So, if you're going shopping with a nice purse like this because you got everything you need, and say, you went shopping in one store and you just needed a couple of small little items, as long as it was in the bag and it had the receipt, you thought you were good, don't assume that anymore, okay? Don't assume it. So, carrying a purse like this in a store today is asking for trouble. This poor old lady, one of our seniors, just doing her business, husband's waiting in the truck. She goes in, does a little bit of shopping, just got a few items to pick up before we go home. And all of a sudden, she's walking out with her purse. She got grabbed by the arm and yanked and twisted around and dragged back into the store. She ended up bruised up, and her arm had to be in one of those hard plastic braces. So, you have to watch out. When you take a big purse, you're asking for trouble. Now, what happened next? I mean, to me, that's just elderly abuse in my book, because she did end up all bruised up. I did get to see that with my own eyes. But what happened next is also really a crime. Now, if somebody, this is the first point I want to make. If they accuse you in a store of theft, they can only retain you till the police come. Then you and the police officer can open up your purse and take whatever you have out. They do not have a right, store employees do not have a right to grab your purse away from you, because that is theft. Empty it out and everybody's in your bag, you know, the security guard and a few other employees pulling everything out of your bag, checking it all out, and then someone hollers, the cops coming, and they throw it all back in for you to take it back out when the cop's there. Who's to say what they placed inside your bag for evidence? Especially if the security guard is a relative which is the fact in this case, who has a grudge against you. Okay? This is wrong. So remember that when you're shopping, if you're accused of theft, they cannot grab your purse, hold on to your purse and say, I will open it when the police get here. Do not allow regular employees to grab your bag and go through it, empty it out, throw a whole bunch of stuff back in. You're already going to be in a daze. You know you are. You're going to be in shock. This poor lady was in shock. Her husband come out of that vehicle and just come right running in the store. She was in shock. Who knows what happened? You never know what's going in. Okay? So that's my first point. So, if you really, really, really want to take your purse shopping, please don't let Grandma go shopping alone, because she'll be in a daze and anything can happen. The world is no longer a trusting world. But I have a remedy. Instead of taking your purse, I have a new style for senior shoppers. Ta-da! How do you like this? I mean, you could always just lay it all out in the open. They don't need to think you stole anything. Lay it out in the open. What do you think? Could this be the new style for senior shoppers? Lay it all out. Oh, but there's a problem with that. When you go in the store and say, okay, check me all out. I want to make sure you don't think I'm stealing anything from you. You better ask if the security cameras are on. In this case, the lady's husband asked to see the tape of the security camera so he could see what his wife had done. The answer was, oh, they weren't on. So he says, well, you have no evidence. And the cop turned around and said, we don't need it. They had their own eyes. That's all right as long as they ain't a relative with a grudge. So don't assume the cameras are on, even though I believe they really were. I mean, something fishy there. But anyhow, here's our new style. First we have our makeup. You know, of course we have the small little variety pack. We'd like the officers to be trained to see what's new and what's old. And if you really can't tell, and they're telling you it wasn't even bought in this store, how about if you scan it? That could save a lot of seniors a lot of heartache. Scan it. Then you'll know if the store even sells it. And of course we have our lipstick, you know, because we have to do our touch-ups. We have our mascara because we have to look fine. Of course we always have, on case, you know, a scene come undone, we older ladies like to have a little safety, you know, to sew it back up. So there's our little sewing kit, nice, small, convenient, fits in the purse fine. Of course, some tissues. We have to have our brush and an extra pair of knee highs, you know, because what if we made a hole while we're visiting and you don't want to go to the restaurant and have lunch with holes in your nylon? So an extra little pair of nylon. Of course, we have our fingernail clip, you know, if the husband should ask, ooh, you got your fingernail clip. We like to have that. Of course, the lip gloss, little eyeshadow, an emery board, and we have a mirror. Good thing it says TD Bank North. Otherwise, they'd have probably said you stole the mirror. A little measuring tape, depending what we want to buy. You know, sometimes we like to measure it. Oh, don't forget our credit cards. Couple of pens. They go with our wallet here. And let's see, gum after we eat, you know, and we're going shopping. We can't brush our teeth, so a little gum, clean that up. Okay. Oh, and our cell phone, because we are in the age of technology. Have to have it. Okay, and how about our medication? You know, when we become seniors, there's a morning, noon, and night. Now, don't assume that they're going to know that that's your medicine and that you actually paid for it, because they told this lady she stole it. The husband couldn't understand why. and they wanted to keep it for evidence. And he says, no, you're stealing controlled substance. She needs her medication. So something's very wrong about that. Okay? Oh, and those 30 days, $45, 30 days unlimited calling, the little call cards. She had purchased it in another store. It was even in the other store's bag with a receipt. They didn't want to give it to her. She says, hey, I needed to keep my phones going for emergencies, because they are in ill health. They had to argue with the police officer, but because there was a nice crowd surrounding them, and the man was saying, how crazy can you be? It's in another store's bag. The receipt's right in the bag. It's not stolen. So he did get to have that. And of course, we always carry a few little extra pieces of jewelry. And a lot of times it's something to support our truth because you never know where you're going to end up. Let's hope they don't think you stole one of them, right? Okay, must well hang our money right out front. We don't want to be accused of stealing the cash register, right? These are all normal things that are in a woman's bag. And, because we're seniors, we have a little leakage, It's not that we opened up a package in the store and stole it. I do know that when you go into the store, packages of socks are opened up, and of course you assume, but it's not good to assume, that people just want to see if it was the right size for their child. But come on, to think that a pad was stolen when it's a senior? Yeah. Okay. And of course you have your wallet and everything. A few little hair bands and everything, because you never know what you're going to do or, where you're going to go afterwards. You might, go to the gym or something if your friend decides, let's go and do a little exercise, But these are all normal things that you would find in a lady's bag, a senior lady's bag. These are normal. Maybe a few rings, okay, another pair of glasses, maybe some gloves. These are normal. This police officer felt nobody carries makeup in their purse, but they're wrong. We seniors like to look fine when we go out. We dress up when we go out. We don't go shopping in our PJs that you see an awful lot from the young. We dress up. We have respect, and we need to look proper when we go out. Okay? The second point that I really want to point out for all you seniors, so you know, this man said, well, let me take a picture of what you guys are stealing from my wife. The police officer said, that's against the law, and it can give you 5 years in jail. That is wrong. You have a cell phone, take a picture of what they're taking, because you don't know what they're adding to it later. Nobody can be trusted. They don't trust us, you don't trust them. They may be the law, but don't trust. It is illegal for him to have told that man he could not take a picture of what they were stealing. It's theft. They stole what they were stealing from this man's wife. It was against the law for him to threaten him with jail for protecting his wife's rights. That man was trying to protect his wife. He simply wanted a picture of what was being taken, and you have every right to do so. If you see a senior who's being attacked like that, bodily, and all their stuff being taken when they're swearing they're innocent, even saying that the security guard is a relative to the cop, that's just an excuse. Please take a picture. Help the senior out. We need to help our seniors. They're the growing population. Okay? That was my second point. And I hope that our law enforcement officers see this video and see that these are normal things for seniors to have in their purse. Okay? So, Mom, go ahead and shop till you drop, but don't take your purse in the store. Go ahead and shop till you drop, and look out for the cops. Everybody now, look out for the cops and security guards. All right, now please, during this holiday season, this poor lady has to live with shame for something she claims she's never done. And she has to face her grandchildren at Christmas time with this hanging over her because court is not till after the holidays. This is a crime. This is a shame. And we need to put a stop to it. So if Grandma's going shopping, please go with Grandma. Do not let Grandma shop alone. Pass this video on to all your friends on Facebook so they can reach all our seniors to let them know the two facts of the law should this happen to them, because we don't want our grandparents treated this way, or our parents. Okay? Or tweet it around. Let all the law enforcement officers receive it so they can learn exactly what is in a senior's bag. So when they do go through it, they'll know that this is normal. And please pay attention to whether it's new items in their purse or old items, or even if the store carries it by scanning it. Please scan it, because most of the items in this purse was never bought in that store. Okay? So happy holidays, everyone. Bye-bye.